camera. Press this little toggle switch to the left, and that's looking down on the drawbar. And then I've got a camera up here, so that's on the back of the van, and I can use that permanently whilst going forwards at the same time. Hey, good morning. Today I'm just going to start a project with trying to manage my cameras around the car. I've had the issue where the factory camera hits the spare tyre after I put the Kmart rear bar on, so I relocated my camera to the Kmart bar so I can see out, but now I can't see my tow ball. So what I really want to do is have a camera that looks down on my tow ball, out, so I can see when I'm hooking up my caravan, but also have a camera on the back of the van as well, and integrate everything together and manage it through the head unit and the patrol. So I bought this little kit. I've got no idea what it's called because that's what the box is, and I'd call it the unboxing of it, but I don't know what it is, so I'm going to call it a camera control unit. So it's this little black doodad here. Instructions are fantastic because they're in Chinese or something, so I'm going to have to work this one out. But basically this unit comes with 4 cameras. I might use some of them, I'm not sure, but the main 3 cameras I want to use are the ones I've already got, so I don't know, we'll see what happens there. Hopefully this should be fairly easy, some power wires. It goes to a little remote control that I'm going to put up on the dash somewhere. You can toggle around to which camera you want to use supposedly. And then we've got these inputs. So they're the different 4 camera inputs. And lastly, this is the output, which will go to the head unit. So I'm going to pull the stereo out a bit later, and I'm hoping there's something easy to connect to. So hope to see you at the end of this with a cool camera control unit. Bye. Step 1 here, I've already pulled all the plastic off the top of the boot. So I can show you up here. It's a bit hard to see the perspective, but there it is. You can see I've already tapped in. So this little wire here goes around to where the factory camera was, and I've just cut it, put in some, I think it's a networking cable or something here. So that's how I've tapped into the camera. I know which wires are going to be at the head unit now, because I'll just do a polarity check, or not polarity check, a impedance check to see which ones are carried to the front head unit. But I've chased that through all the way up into, hope you can see some perspective here, to this column, through here, through this rubber grommet, down here, and this is where the wire comes out. That goes through the floor. Very important, if you go through the floor, make sure you put some grommets back in or silicone it up, as I recently found when I did a water crossing, the back filled up with water. And that's where I relocated the camera. This is an infrared camera too, so it's much better, and that works in the factory slot. So now I've got to get all of this back to the head unit. I'll probably position all this under here somewhere. So now I have removed the camera that was on this side, because that used to just look at my rear wheel carrier, and put it over this side where there isn't a rear wheel carrier. So I've run the cable up through here. Position this a bit better. Comes out around here, through there. Now I'm just about to feed it through here, through this rubber grommet, around down to the camera control unit, which will be located at the back. Here we are at the other end. I found accessories power at the cigarette lighter, and this powers up the monitor for the caravan reversing camera. This monitor is pretty cool. It just clicks over your reversing mirror that you've got now, so it's very easy to install, and you just run the cable around. The cable then has to run to the back of the car, drilled a hole out of the Kmart bar, mounted this little plug, which is very neat.
Now I reckon I've got a pretty cool reversing camera set up. Hope you enjoyed the video.